at that. Alright, so we have a good 4.5 hours, which obviously we won't stay live that long. But
speed check reported ahead on Frank Borman Expressway.
That's okay. I'm going to the speed limit.
the car is talking to us. So I think we're gonna play Would You Rather, because that sounds like a fun game to play on a car ride. So I guess I'll start off by asking Tori, would you rather eat a snake, or I've thought about this one, or a lizard?
Well, is it alive or dead?
It's alive.
Well,
I'm gonna make it awful for
it'd be a lizard, because you get those baby lizards, you know? Just like, versus a snake would take a lot longer to swallow.
What if it's a baby, like a little tiny baby snake though?
Still, they're pretty long, longer than lizards. So,
honestly though. Alright.
you know, I asked you if it was uncooked, because like I've had like
You've had cooked lizard before?
no, but like pig ears and stuff.
Oh, that's fair.
So,
I mean, people definitely be eating steaks and stuff, so I mean, I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna feed you a python.
yeah, I thought that at first. I was like, no, let's think baby size.
Alright. Okay, your turn.
Would you rather work?
I'd rather just not work.
Good question. Would you rather? I don't play this game that much, can you tell? Work in corporate in an office, like a little box office, the rest of your life, or work in the hospital?
Oh, girl, as much as you complain,
I know.
No, hell no, I don't like
Box offices scare me. That's what I'm like.
I don't like. Not that I don't like people, but like I don't have a. Too bad. Go out. Other than unless it's like family and friends, but yeah, no, I wouldn't do well in a hospital. I'd rather work, I guess, in a corporate setting, which is what I do, but I don't know. Okay, so would you rather be a travel vlogger or own your own business and it be like a successful business?
The second choice, own my own business and be successful at it. So, that's my ultimate goal, you know?
I love that. We have
Be my own.
39 people live with us, so if you guys have any questions that you want us to answer, go ahead and submit it and we will answer, because again, we are on live during our road trip. So alright, your turn.
Oh my gosh. Would you rather
Oh, and while she's thinking, the reason we have so much crap as our service is reconnecting. Sorry guys, apparently the service is not the great. I go again? Okay. Would you rather go cliff diving or go skydiving? Because I feel like there's a difference, because
there's a big difference.
There's a huge difference. So with like cliff diving, I feel like you are just free falling, and with skydiving, at least you have like the parachute on your back. I don't know, I've done cliff diving before, but cliff diving tweaks me out because some people just go without knowing if the like rocks are on the bottom and you're gonna like hit rocks. I went in like cenotes in Mexico, which I knew that there was nothing in the water. Skydiving, I mean, you might just die because maybe the parachute's not gonna like come out. I don't know. I've heard some horror stories.
Well, you know what I think of when you say cliff diving? Cliff diving is Bella from Twilight.
What?
Falling, jumping from the cliff, you know?
I'm crying.
That's what I think of.
Okay, so do you want to go cliff diving or skydiving?
It would be skydiving just because I'm not the best swimmer, and well, waves and stuff, no, I'd probably drown. Probably would drown, like 90%. So
yeah, I would rather go. Okay, so I haven't been skydiving before, but I've been cliff diving, and I really enjoyed cliff diving. The highest I went was 18 feet, though, so I don't know. I feel skydiving's definitely on my bucket list, though, so I'd have to say skydiving. We could go skydiving together. Or is that not on your bucket list? You're just like...
You know, that's not been on my bucket list. I don't know. I feel like I'm meant to stay on the ground unless I'm going flying.
That's
I
fair.
really believe that.
I'm gonna go skydiving, whether it's by myself or not. Stay tuned for that vlog. Okay, now it's your turn. You better have thought of a question, girl.
Would you rather go on a 10-hour road trip or a 10-hour train ride?
I would rather go on a 10-hour train ride, and the reason I say that is a couple of reasons. So I have seen...
We're in Michigan.
We're in Michigan, guys. So I've seen some beautiful train rides across the country, and I've never been on a train, like an actual train ride. I've taken the train from Harvard to Chicago in Illinois before, but I haven't actually been on a real train ride that like you're going across the country. And I want of things I want to do. As for a 10-hour car trip, girl, we're doing like a 7 to 8 hour car trip today, and you see what I'm doing, we're hopping on the live for the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
How about you? What would you rather do?
Definitely a train. I've never been on like a big train ride that long, but it beats driving, beats stopping to get gas and whatnot, so yeah.
I've heard that it's really nice, but you'd have to, so it ends up being like the cost out of it versus like a plane, because Andrew and I looked into it. It ends up being pretty pricey if you want to get like the, I don't know if they're called suites or what they're called.
Yeah.
So it ends up being pretty pricey, but I don't know. So one day we're going to do it, because Andrew always wants to drive to Illinois, and I don't want to. I did get him to fly, but all right. Would you rather die by drowning or fire?
I would say fire.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why
How about
fire?
you?
Oh, drowning, 100%. Can you
don't know,
imagine the
it's
pain from fire?
I just don't know. Drowning, like just choking out a water bottle is horrible. Like drowning, like in like sub deep water, like that sounds like wild. I don't know. Fire. After, if you're like in a real fire, like after the pain comes the numbness, so you won't.
You know, you're right. You a nurse, you know all this stuff. So I don't know. I feel like drowning would take less time. Do you know if drowning takes less time?
No.
Oh, I need to Google this at this point. If drowning takes less time than dying by fire. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, but at the same time, I also feel like I have a fear of drowning, because I almost drowned when I was little. So I don't know. I was like, yeah, I'd rather die by drowning.
Well, you know what I did when I was like 11? I don't know why, but you know those little pool floaties you put on little kids, you know?
Oh no.
I put them on my sister's legs, thinking that she would float up into the pool, like, I don't know, like Superman, you know, like just fly up.
Did you almost kill her?
Yeah, I did. She like flipped over, and my mom, I was like, talk to my mom, and she's like, where's your sister?
Oh no.
I'm like, she's right behind me, and she just flipped over in the water.
How old was she?
She was like 6 or 7.
Oh.
Like she couldn't flip back over by herself because you know the floaties were on top.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that is not good at all. All right. Okay, what's your question now?
You know what? Let's change it up a bit. I want to talk bookish wise.
Oh, okay, I love this.
What's your favorite book genre and why? And subgenre. You know there's subgenres.
What are subgenres?
You know, like if you say romance, is it
like dark romance or comedy? Okay. So my favorite book genre is romance. I would say probably dark romance. I feel like comedy romance, or I don't know what the proper term for that is, it isn't really, I don't know. It kind of bores me, to be honest with you. I do like going into like a normal like romance here and there. I guess the best way to put it is probably like Colleen Hoover. I feel like she's like a comparable sorry guys, she's like a common author that a lot of people would know, and she's like, I wouldn't say a dark romance author by any means. At least I haven't read her, but that's what I've heard. How about you? What's your favorite book genre? I feel like I know this, but what's your favorite subgenre?
I got one more question for you.
Okay, follow-up question.
What would you say is a genre that you've heard of that you haven't read but would like to get into?
Probably mystery. So like I will admit that like if I switch between two genres, it's mystery. Okay, there's three actually. So it's mystery. Romance is my first. It's mystery is my second, and then it would be like self-help books would be my third. How about you?
So my favorite, I would say, is romantasy. So romance and fantasy intertwined.
Ooh.
That's my favorite genre.
Okay.
And then I would love to read something way out there. So either
like what? Like a history book?
No, like a rom-com. It's totally
yeah. I can't do. That's what I was trying to say earlier. I can't do rom-com. Like I have a hard time. They're kind of. They're kind of corny in a way. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm reading a rom-com kind of right now, but it's also like a murder romance rom-com. It's an interesting mix. I like it though because it's a little dark, but I don't know. So then what's your third favorite? If like not your third favorite, but like something else you would want to read that's like a thriller.
Yeah, every time I go to like these book event and vendor events, if people don't like romance, a lot of people are into thrillers, and
you know,
that'd be interesting.
One of the books that I really want to read, which is also a Netflix series, is You with the guy off of Gossip Girl. What's his name? I don't know what his actual name is, but he plays the like serial killer off of You on the Netflix series. Yeah. But that's it's based off of a book series, and I think I own it, to be completely honest with you. Like that's what I want to read. It's on your
never-ending TBR shelf.
Shut up! I literally have like 500 books. No, I'm not even joking. I have probably like maybe not 500, but I have like 250 books that I haven't read. I'm not even joking. I will make a short on it. It's bad. I have to organize my book room. It's got a lot of our wedding stuff in it. All right. What are you most excited about for this road trip?
Not per se the road trip. Driving the road trips, I mean, that's all fun, but I'm excited to meet people, you know? People that love to read, people that like to talk about books. I get the best book recommendations from people that I go to these book events with.
That's
I feel
true.
like watching like TikToks and stuff, like they like to hype up a lot of books that shouldn't be given that much hype.
No,
and so you go in with a high expectation, and then you read it, you're like, this is like mid, like it wasn't that great. I actually seen a YouTube short the other day that said something about how,
like you were just saying, how the TikTok like book community says that a lot of the books are really good and they're really not that good. So it's interesting that you say that. I'm trying to think. Back to would you rather? Would you rather have to be on a plane for 24 hours or sleep in one of those, have you seen those like airport things that you have to sleep in that are like these little they're like these little rooms that they're like kind of claustrophobic,
like in China?
Yeah.
little tiny thing.
Would you rather be on a plane for 24 hours in like a very uncomfortable seat, or would you rather sleep in one of those things for 24 hours? And you can't use the bathroom either, by the way, on the plane or in the like little tiny bed.
How long do I need to be sleeping in there for?
As long as you can sleep.
Yeah, I don't think I would mind that.
You could sleep for
literally
24 hours.
Sleep anywhere. I've always been that type of person.
Are you just gonna piss
If
yourself?
I'm not driving, I will be sleeping.
I mean, honestly, facts. I think I would rather be in the little tiny cube for 24 hours because at least I'm laying down for 24 hours.
After a 12-hour flight and like comfortable sleep, that's the worst thing ever. Did I ever tell you that story of when the first time I was going over to Italy, I had a aisle seat, and you know you can move the handrail up and down, and I had it up at the time. And you know the lights went off. It's time for people to go to sleep, basically.
Yeah.
I fall asleep, and I fall into the aisle. Like I go whoop into the aisle. Yeah. Talk about embarrassing.
Wait, so you didn't have your seatbelt on?
I did not. No.
Tori, what?
I must have took it off at some point, and I just like fell straight into the aisle.
That's actually great. That's hilarious. So I'm confused. So back to the live. Hi guys. I have no idea like if I can look at comments on here. What does it say? Highlight saved to your channel. Okay, that's not helpful. I don't know if it lets you guys even comment. Maybe I said something off wrong. Well,
yeah, because I'm used to like, you know, being able to comment, but
on like lives, yeah.
YouTube.
I don't know. That's okay. It's not that big a video. Hi to our one viewer as of the moment, because I feel like our service keeps dipping in and out.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Next question. What question do you have for me? I will answer for you.
Would you rather wipe ass all day? 12-hour shift, or would you rather
Well, this one better be good, Tori.
work at a gas station for
Would I rather what? Work at a gas station? No, I'd rather work at a gas station. I'd rather work at a gas station. What you eat?
Okay.
This is my let me talk about how much I spent on this stupid water. $1.07 for a plastic cup of water that was not purified water. I watched him pour it out of the faucet. I should have just bought a water bottle, you guys. I don't know what I was thinking. But your girl is thirsty. Alright. Would you rather be without technology for a month or live without fast food for a month?
Live without fast food for a month. I feel like that's a lot more doable because, like, the little things, like, I can't even do my job without technology. So that would be a no-brainer for me.
I don't think I would want to live without technology for a month. Like, I mean, other than YouTube, I don't have social media, but what I will say is that I do enjoy talking to people on the phone, and since we live so far away from everyone, I feel like it's, like, crucial for us to have contact with them, in my opinion. Now, what I will say about fast food is I'm gonna miss my Chipotle for a month. That makes me sad, but it's okay. I'll be okay without it.
I would literally probably not even like have my profession as a nurse if I did not have technology. Because when you think about it, scanning all the meds and like all the little things we scan, the IV pumps and
okay, so if you
that,
don't have to use, or like you can still use it for your job, but you can't use it for personal, like your technology for personal. So then if you would
my answer would be the same.
Your answer would be the same.
I love me.
You love your TikTok, your TikTok.
And I swear I've learned so much off TikTok. I see it as more of a educational side of things and like book side too.
That's fair. Let's see. What else? Okay, so I think it's your turn to ask me either a would you rather question or just a question in general. I'm an open book. I'll answer.
Where's your favorite place to travel and where would you like to travel to?
So my favorite place, hands down, that I've ever been would probably, this is like a two-part though. I feel like it was Australia and New Zealand for different reasons. Now, what I will say is that someplace I would like to travel is, I really want to go to Italy, to be honest with you. I've never been to Italy. I'd like to travel more of Europe. There's a lot of places I'd like to go, to be honest. How about you?
My favorite place I've traveled is, Italy. Specifically, I like Rome a lot.
Ooh, Rome would have
But
been
the
cool.
outskirts of Rome, because when you're in Rome, it's very touristy.
Is it because of like everything that was in Rome that like collapsed and stuff? Is that why it's like touristy, or is it?
Yeah, but then they have like a lot of old monuments and whatnot there.
That's fair. Was it expensive? I keep grabbing your
No,
drink.
because I had school pay for most of it the first time I went. The second time I went,
Wait, how did you have
it
school
was a
pay for it?
I went the first year with RU for 10 days.
Oh.
And I paid like $1,200, and then they reimbursed me like $400 when I came back, but they paid for flight, board, and our lunch and dinner.
But for what though? Like what class were you in that they did that?
A class about Rome. Clearly, that's what it was called.
That's so cool. I wish I would have freaking knew about that
That's
class.
the best tip for college people.
Yeah, that's actually a super good tip. So that's actually why I went to Australia and New Zealand, as well as it was for my MBA program. And that was one reason I picked my MBA program, was because they had a study abroad for 10 days, which sounds like that's what you did too. You did like a study abroad for 10 days. Yeah, I would say, and I didn't pay that much either. Well, I don't know how they get it for so cheap, because I only paid like maybe $2,000 or something, maybe $2,500 at the most, but that's still, like, that's your flight almost.
Yeah, I think it's because the school reimburses, them. That's.
Oh, that definitely could be. Man, my trip to Australia and New Zealand was wild though. Like, they like to drink a lot over there, and I feel like I drank so much when I was in Australia and New Zealand. I don't think I drank when I came back for like 2 or 3 months. I'm not even joking, because I was like, I drank so much wine. I was like, this is like, I'm never drinking wine again after this.
Did you, when you went to Australia, did they have the accents?
Oh yeah, so like it's more New Zealand, I feel like. No, Australia has accents too. Yeah, I feel like they both have accents, and they like Americans a lot, which is a lot. There's a lot of countries that do not like Americans, so it was very interesting to go to a country countries that did like Americans. No, I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. All right, is it my question?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like to dress up, or do you like to wear like lazy clothes?
Lazy clothes. I like to dress up for special occasions. But if it's not a special occasion,
I feel like I don't even brush my hair half the time.
Lazy clothes. Like one of the best things about nursing is my lazy clothes
Yeah, you guys
are
have, like,
my
comfy clothes.
scrubs. They feel like pajamas.
Yeah, ever since I started working remote again, I feel like I don't even get out of my pajamas half the time. Like, when I call you during the day, I'm still in my pajamas until 4 o'clock. What is wrong with me?
Yeah.
I need to get my lazy butt up and not be in pajamas all the time. Yeah, I'd say, but I do love dressing up. I don't know. I'd say it's probably 50-50 for me between dressing up and like wearing lazy clothes. But I will say my new thing's wearing like mom jeans, and then putting on like one of our business shirts that has like our reading stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're so, like, everything's so comfy. But
On the to-do list still about t-shirts. I still gotta make a t-shirt that has all the bookish boyfriends on the back.
that would be so much
goals.
fun. Well, didn't I send you one the other day that had like an example of that or
Yes,
something?
of like a layout on how to do it.
Yes. All right, your turn for a question.
I'm not sure. I'm probably the most indecisive friend you will meet. So, every time I'm driving on the highway, I think of Final Destination.
Oh my god, same. With the pole going through?
Yeah.
Or is it a log? I think it's a log that goes
So,
through them.
Which way would you rather,
Out of the Final Destination
Yeah.
movies? Okay, so these are the ones I remember specifically, because me and my cousin, every time we had a sleepover when we were younger, we'd watch a scary movie, and for the longest time it was Final Destination movies. So these are the Final Destination deaths that I remember. I remember the log one where they're driving on the highway. I will never get behind. Now that I watched that movie, I will not get behind someone carrying logs or poles, because I'm so terrified that a pole's gonna go through my body if they stop too hard. So I remember that one. I remember the dentist one. Do you remember the dentist one?
Yes.
I remember the tanning bed one. And then I remember how the lady got stuck in the tanning bed and roasted to death.
Yeah.
And then I remember, what else do I remember? I remember the roller coaster one. Do you remember any of the other ones? There's got to be more.
There's a glass one, when the glass shattering, I think glass fell on him, when he was walking out of a building.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah. And then I think one was with the electricity.
Ooh, electricity. Okay. Which one's the least painful? There's Tori.
Which one's the least painful?
I feel if I
would think a roller coaster. It'd be very fast.
The tanning bed one's a no-go for me. The pole one or the log one in the car, dying of that is a no-go for me, because I feel I'm scared of that and legit. I'm actually scared of that.
You could live from that. I've had patients that have been in
You've had real life. This has happened in real life.
Not with an entire log, but have been impaled by trees and stuff coming through the vehicle area. So they had holes in them.
Okay, I'm not picking
and
that
they
one.
Live.
The glass one sounds awful. The dentist one, I don't like the dentist as it is, so we're not picking that one either. I'm picking the roller coaster one. Screw it, man. If I'm going out, I'm going out on the roller coaster, which ain't gonna happen because I don't go on roller coasters because they make me sick.
I like ones that aren't wooden.
So what are you gonna pick for Final Destination death?
Man, these overloaded trucks, I feel they scare the crap out of me.
Are you gonna pick? You're gonna pick an overloaded truck?
Sorry, yeah, they scare me. I would say the roller coaster, just because I think it would be the fastest.
You think so? I don't remember how it went down exactly, so maybe it wouldn't. Maybe you'd be scared for a while. The roller coaster one for me for sure. That was your question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me think. Would you? No, not would you rather. All right. I think my question is, what is your 5-year goal?
5-year goal is to work less, enjoy life more. That is it. So I think that means working just a little bit less and be able to travel and enjoy my family and whatnot.
My 5-year goal is married, have 1 kid by then, and enjoy life and work less, because we love that. Alright, we're at about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna hop off the live for a little bit and rest my hand because my hand's starting to hurt. And also, we're at 4 hours now, so we're gonna take a break for a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can get the comments to work.